the Morning Heat on the new Hot 93.3. We're talking to one of our listeners, Teresa, who's an infection control nurse. She's playing an essential role helping us get through this pandemic.
Sure. So one of the questions I had for you in your expert and honest opinion is, will these sheltered in places that we have in Tarrant County and Dallas County till April 3rd, will they work? When can we expect to get out of this situation in life to return back to some kind of normalcy?
Yeah, I mean, the issue is that people actually follow it, right? Not just staying at home, but when you're out and about, staying 6 foot away from somebody. So if you have to go to work, making sure that your work environment has been altered in a way that you can stay 6 feet away from your, counterpart, right? You don't always want to be right next to somebody where you are in that 3 foot, 6 foot area where you could spread droplets just by talking, or if you cough or if you sneeze or something like that, and that's where you could potentially have asymptomatic spread. We don't know enough, right? We can tell you with influenza that you have asymptomatic spread 24 hours prior to showing symptoms. We don't have that kind of exactness with this. This is new. We're trying to figure it out. And so for that reason, if people could just follow this, stay home when they can, only go out when they absolutely have to, then, yeah, I think we could potentially flatten the curve. The reason why they put 15 days is because that's the incubation period.
Yeah.
Okay? So if people can stay home for that entire incubation period, you won't have that unknown spread. That's where you disrupt that transmission, and then can see cases die down. You won't see the cases die down right away, right? Because those people that were infected prior to that 2 weeks may have just now start showing symptoms.
Right.
But what you'll see is a week after, that's when you're going to start seeing a decline in if we can successfully disrupt the spread.
This was awesome. This was really good stuff. Yeah. And you were super helpful for me understanding it and understanding like the process too of why like this shelter at home and what it would be like. So thank you so much.
Yeah, no, I'm so happy.
And thank you for what you do and for showing up to work every day.
Yeah, well, I got to tell you guys, I do need to say that I appreciate what you guys are doing. And I know it may not feel as important sometimes when you're thinking about, I don't feel like my job is that important when I think about the people on the front lines. But I do think what is important is that you guys are spreading good information and that you're out there and you are advocating for what people should be doing right now. And I cannot tell you how much that means to people like us as we're trying to do the same thing, in the background.
Oh, you're amazing.
Thank you, Teresa. You're going to make me shed a tear. We want to continue to keep you posted on the changes that are occurring regarding the spread of the coronavirus, and we'll do that at 7:55 on the new Hot 93.3.